Now, with Doom the Dark Ages coming out on May the 15th, I was wondering, is there any recipes from the Doom universe that I could create? And Bethesda and id gave us an early copy of Doom the Dark Ages. We just made our review. I had so much fun with that game. We'll have that link down in the description below and at the tail end of this video. But in playing the game, I was wondering, is there anything that I'm getting inspired to make? And as I was ripping and tearing through some demon flesh, I thought to myself, you know, there's something that I've never actually shown on camera, and that is making some pulled chicken. Now, normally we're not going to be taking chicken as high as we are today. We're going to be taking it up to about 195 to 205 internal temperature. This takes about 4 to 6 hours depending on how hot you have your pellet grill, and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes of prep time. All you need is 2 whole chickens, or well, we're doing 2 whole chickens. You can do 1. I'm using competition rub from Heath Riles because I absolutely love the taste of that stuff. I also went and got some Creole style butter to inject into the chicken. Since we are taking it up to a higher temp, it will help keep that white meat very, very wet. Now, white meat, as everyone knows, has a tendency to dry out at higher temperatures, so you're definitely going to want to do something with that. But that dark meat, it can absolutely handle it. That's why I love cooking chicken thighs on my pellet grill. But yes, today we're going to make some rip and tear pulled chicken, and I cannot wait to show y'all what this looks like because I've had it before and it's so heckin' good. And the great thing is, whatever you don't eat in the next few days, you can put it into a Ziploc bag, or you can air seal it and then put it in a freezer, and then it's good for 3, 6, 7, 8 months. You can pull it out, heat it up if you need a quick meal. But yeah, let's get in here and throw this chicken on the grill and show y'all what this looks like. Now, before we get in here and inject any of this chicken, we're just going to come over here and do a nice coating of this competition rub from Heath Riles because I love the way this rub tastes. And now I'm going to get a little bit down in the hole. What are you doing there, chicken wing? Get out of here. But yeah, I just put a little bit of this before we get in here and inject any of this Creole style butter. And we're going to let this sit in the fridge overnight with this seasoning and with this injection. And now doing the injection is not something that you have to do personally, but it is something that I enjoy to do because it's going to add a lot of liquid inside and really help that white meat not get to where it's a little bit dry, because we are going to be doing this for a while and we're going to be taking it up to about 203, 205 as it stands. But yeah, injecting is pretty simple. It's a pretty simple process. All you got to do, have your little syringe. We just go to the store and get you some Creole seasoning butter if you like that sort of thing, or you can make your own type of bit. But one thing that you kind of want to remember to do is once you stick it in, is kind of move it around. That way it doesn't pounce back on you. And we're going to put this entire cup in here. So yes, is it going to be very healthy for us? Not really, because it's got a lot of butter in it, but it is mainly just a lot of protein. The worst part about this is going to be the butter injection, and we're just going to be moving this around and doing this the entire time. But that's the one thing that you want to kind of remember, is you kind of want to be bouncing that needle up and down inside of there, watching it as it gets plump. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. And I'm so thankful that Bethesda and id sent us over a review copy for Doom the Dark Ages. It has been so much fun playing that game, and I can't wait to see what everybody thinks about that game. As far as anything goes, yeah, it's making me want to play the 2016 release and the Eternal release. But as you can see, that little bit right there is plumping up nice. And now, oops, see, I did not do the little bouncing trick, and a little bit shot out right there. But we've got 2 burbs. we are probably going to go through this entire freaking bottle. I just hopefully that y'all can kind of see what we got going on here with this. And of course, we're not going to show the entire thing, but this is pretty much the process. It's a very simple process that we are going to be doing with this. We'll start it at 160 for a couple of hours, and then we will be bumping it up slowly over the course of the next few hours. And we'll take this up, like I said, to about 200 to 210, just somewhere around that realm. That way it pulls a lot easier. But yeah, now that we've got this one pretty much done, let's move on to the next one, but we'll show you what it looks like once we put it on in the morning. Now we've got the chicken on the grill, and we are going to be utilizing a pellet tube filled with pecan pellets. That way we get a little bit more of that smoky flavor throughout this chicken, and we're only going to use this one tube right here throughout the entire cook. But we've got it set for 160 degrees. We'll let that go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to make it low and absolutely slow. And then we will be bumping up the temperature to about 250, 275 and letting it run until it hits that target temp and tenderness. You want to know one thing that's bad about pellet grills? That is the simple fact that if you have a small little brownout and you don't think about it for about an hour and then you come check the temperature, yeah, the pellet grill's been off for about an hour. So for food safety, let's do this all over again.
24 hours later.
Now currently it's raining in the state of Georgia, and we put some more chicken on the grill after letting it marinate for about 24 hours, but it's been going for 2 hours thus far. We have our pellet tube in here giving it a little bit more smoke, but these are looking absolutely wonderful. And now it is time to bump this up to about 275 and let them get up to about 195, 205 internal. We're about to put a temp probe in each one of these just to keep a track of it on my phone. But yes, these are looking absolutely wonderful. But like I said, if you have a pellet grill, something that I have not thought about as of yet is to actually get a UPS. That way, just in case your power kind of flickers out or anything like that, you don't have to worry about losing 2 whole chickens. But my Lanta, sitting out here on the back porch, just letting the rain hit a metal roof. And so you can just sit out here and look out into the woods and just do your thing. Or if you want to just play video games, it's a great time to get to grilling on your back porch. But yeah, let's check in on this in just a few hours and see where we're at. So now it's been 2 hours at 250 degrees, and the P1 temp sensor's at 197, 198, and that is the back chicken. And the P2 sensor is the front chicken, and it's sitting at 204 right now. So let's get in here, see what this chicken looks like. We've got a thunderstorm rolling through Georgia, and it was also at 160 degrees for about 2 hours. And oh my Lanta, I cannot wait to get this inside to let it cool down some and make some pulled chicken, some rip and tear inspired chicken. Oh my, that is looking so daggum good. But yeah, let's take this, put it on top of the oven, let it cool down some, and then we will tear it apart. All right, now it is time to pull this chicken apart. But yeah, look at how good this is absolutely looking. So let's just get in here and just, that injection really helps out. I mean, look, I don't know if you can kind of see that glistening in that light, but yeah, it is very juicy in here. And we're just going to take a piece of this meat. I want to try it out. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God. And the great thing is, if this is too much chicken for you to eat either by yourself or with your significant other, the great thing is you can freeze this. You can get it pulled apart, and then you can vacuum seal it. And oh my God, this is looking so good. But yeah, you can vacuum seal it and then have it ready to heat up for some quick meals. That's what I like to do. I love to vacuum seal all of my meat when it is just a little bit too much for the wife and me, whether it's pulled pork. Oh my God, hold on a second. I want to do something. I want to do something real quick, and I never suggest to do this, but let's just take one of these legs. Yeah. Okay. It is so daggum tender. And I mean, look, the great thing about this too is look at how clean that bone is. Look at this. Just come in here, pull that. Look, everything's just starting to come right off the bone. Oh my God, this is one of my favorite ways to do like chicken. I love doing chicken thighs and stuff like that, but one thing I absolutely love is doing some pulled chicken, and ever since I tried this out, it genuinely is just one of my favorite ways to get in here, do some meal prep, because I absolutely love pulled pork. But as far as it goes with like chicken and stuff like that, that is something that I absolutely love. Freaking chicken wing. Dude, I need to do some actual chicken wings. That would be so daggum good, I feel. But yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so hungry. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm saving that little chicken wing. I'm gonna eat that once I'm done with this video. But I'm gonna clean up the rest of this chicken. Look at this. Look at this little wishbone. What should we wish for to do next? What do you think? What do you think we should wish for? Do we do maybe some pork belly if this one's longer? Or do we do maybe, oh man, I don't know. How about this? Let me know in the comment section if this one's longer. But if this one's longer, we'll do some pork belly. Looks like we're going to do some pork belly. But let me know what you'd like to see us do in the future for a video. But yes, the question is, should you do some pulled chicken? Absolutely, positively, you should do some pulled daggum chicken. Oh, we got ducks in the house right now. That's crazy. I didn't know we lived near a pond or anything like that, but yeah, I guess they just made their way into the daggum kitchen. That's crazy. But yeah, seriously, y'all, thank you so much for all of the love and support with the wife losing her dad. It's been one of those rough weeks for the family, but absolutely, positively, everybody has, you know, thoughts and prayers. It really does mean a lot to the family and myself. And also understanding of not really creating content so I can be with family, because as you know, I am a big family first type of person, and so was my father-in-law. And now the dogs are going to go absolutely crazy. But thanks so much for coming out and hanging out. And now they're not going crazy. But seriously, y'all, thank y'all so much for all the love and support. We'll get back into making some regularly scheduled content on the channel. But seriously, I love y'all. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out. And thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support. Y'all have a great, wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love you.